Music is more than sound. It's people, story, it's connection. Music and everything in between with sun.
Hi, beautiful music family. I hope you're doing fine. I do have a question for you today. If I ask you right now, what are you doing with your music career for the next 12 months? Can you answer me? And I don't mean I'm releasing music. Okay, what music and when and how many songs? What content are you creating around these songs? Are you planning concerts? Are you trying to make money from your music? Do you want to work with brands or are you building a website? Are you selling something? What exactly are you building? Because sometimes I talk to artists and they have big dreams, but absolutely no plan. And then every week becomes a new surprise. Oh, I need content. Oh, my song comes out next week. I forgot the cover and I should promote this. Or maybe I need a website. Come on now, this is a bit exhausting. And today I want to show you another way of looking at your year. Not a perfect plan, not a plan that controls every minute of your life, but a 12-month vision that gives your music career direction and gives you more room to actually create. I love creative people. Creative people can be very interesting when it comes to planning. We have ideas, a lot of ideas. And sometimes a new idea feels so exciting that suddenly everything we planned before is forgotten. I know this feeling myself. If you want to build something professional, you cannot restart your whole direction every time you have a new idea. At some point, you need to sit down and ask yourself, what am I actually building? And I think independent artists especially need to do this because you don't always have a manager sitting next to you. You don't always have a label creating your release calendar. You may not have somebody organizing your content. You are making many of these decisions yourself. So instead of spending the whole year reacting, I want you to use the beginning of your 12-month period to prepare. Your music needs a simple business plan. Before we plan your releases, I want to talk about your business plan. And please don't switch off now. I'm not asking you to create a 40-page document with complicated business words. I mean, you can, especially if you need a professional business plan for funding, investors, or another official reason. But for your own artist career, start simple. Open a document and answer some questions. Who am I as an artist? What type of music do I create? Who am I trying to reach? What am I building over the next 12 months? What can people buy from me? Where could money come from? What does my music career cost me? And what do I need to make this plan possible? Let's look at this. Who are you as an artist? Please don't only write, I'm a singer. You really need to let the people know your direction. What is your direction? What type of music? Like what feeling, what message, what kind of experience do you want people to connect with? And then also, who's your audience? And please don't say everybody. Everybody is not your audience. Who already connects with your music? Where do they live? What age group do you mainly see? What other music do they connect with? Where are they finding you? And then ask yourself, what am I actually offering? Is it music, live experiences, direct music sales? Is it merchandise, creative services, digital products? Maybe right now the answer is only music, and that's fully okay. Write it down. And from there, you look at your income, streamings, direct sales, concert services, name it. You don't need to do all of these, but you should understand what possibilities fit your skills and your artist career, and then costs. How much does one release cost you? How much are you spending on production, mixing, mastering, distribution, the content, the promotion, equipment, maybe the website, maybe traveling? If you don't know your cost, your business plan is missing a very important part. Your simple business plan should help you see your artist career on one page. This is who I am. This is who I want to reach. This is what I'm building. This is how I may make money. And this is what it may cost me. Now we can plan for the year. For me, the first month of your 12-month plan is actually the planning month. Yes, you're going to sit down and do some work. But this work can save you so much stress during the year. Start with your music, open your folders, let's see what is actually there. What songs are finished? What songs need mixing? What needs mastering? What songs are only maybe ideas? Which songs do you want to release? Maybe you have 15 songs. That doesn't mean you need to release 15 songs this year. Choose. If you want to release 4 songs, which 4 songs and roughly when? Put them into your yearly calendar. Now you have 4 release periods, and this changes everything because now you know what you're really working towards. Now that you know your releases, you have to look at your content. And I want to explain this properly because when I say plan your content for the year, I don't mean you need to create 365 Instagram posts in January. And I'm not saying this. You are planning the content direction. Let's say you have 4 songs coming out. Take song 1 and ask what is the story behind the song? What lyrics can you talk about? Is there a part people can connect with emotionally? Can you create a performance video behind the scenes, studio content? You know how it goes, a story video, a simple talking video. Can you explain why you wrote the song? Can you show different parts of the creative process? Write all of these ideas down. And for the song 2, 3, 4, you do the same. Now look at the content that is not connected to a release. Who are you? What do you care about? What does your audience ask you? What can you teach? What can you show? What conversations can you have with your community? Create content categories. Okay, there's the song release category, then there's your artist branding category, maybe their music or behind the scenes or the artist life, your stories, community conversations, see what the community is, asking you, and you create content out of it. Live performances, yeah, you might go for concerts. These are also part of, like, you need to know when you have your concert running in this year. How many concerts will you attend to? Some will be spontaneous. Yeah, definitely. We know that, and it's hard to plan, but otherwise you can already, create beautiful content, flyers, videos all about the concert and so on. Create categories that fit you, and then use a planning app, a calendar, a spreadsheet, a content management tool, or just a big piece of paper on your wall. I don't care what you use. The best planning tool is the one you actually open. Put your release periods into the calendar. Then put your content ideas around these periods. Now, when March comes, you're not sitting there saying, oh, what should I post? You already have a direction, and you need to have pillars. I don't think you need to say, okay, January is a branding, February is a content, March is community, April is money. Because your music career doesn't work like that. You don't stop talking to your community because February is content month. Instead, I want you to create pillars for your year. For example, there's the music, the content, the community, the business and income, the life opportunities, talking about the concerts, and your own development. These pillars can run through the whole year. Now look at each one. So we're talking about the music. What are you releasing this year? Then we look at the content. How are you supporting your releases and your artist brand? Then you have the community. How are you talking to the people? Are you going on maybe, social media live shows? Do you have live concerts? Are you answering comments? Do you have an email list? As I always talk about, this is very, very important. Are you actually listening to your audience? Then we have the business category. What do you want to test? Direct music sets? Do you have any of those? Or maybe a digital product, a service, a brand work? And here comes the concerts too. Do you want to perform? And where do you want to perform? What type of events fits you? And of course, your own development. What do you need to learn? Maybe business conversations, maybe performance, maybe production. Maybe you need to understand contracts better. Your yearly plan should show how these areas work together, because this is a career. That's actually your career. And let's say you plan 4 releases this year. You don't need to promote 4 songs at the same time. Give every release its own period. Before the release, you introduce a story, you create curiosity, you prepare your content, you make sure your links work. Maybe you build a landing page, maybe you collect email addresses. And then comes your release time. You communicate, you talk to your audience, and after the release, please don't disappear. Keep talking about the song. Watch what people connect with. Which lyrics are people quoting? Which part of the song gets reaction? What questions are people asking? Maybe people want an acoustic version. Maybe creators start using one part of the song. This is information. And then you have space before your next release. And this space is important because now you can look at concerts, business opportunities, collaborations, again, your community. Maybe a brand reaches out to you. Maybe you have an idea for a digital product. Your year should have structure, but also needs open doors. You need to leave room for opportunities. This is one of the biggest reasons I want artists to plan early. When everything is last minute, you don't see opportunities. Somebody asks you to perform, but you are stressed because your song comes out in 3 days and you still haven't created content. A business wants to talk to you, but your website hasn't been updated in 2 years. A fan asks where they can buy your music, and you realize there's nowhere to buy it. Planning creates room. When your releases are organized, when your content direction is there, when your website works, you can actually look around. You can watch, you can listen, you can talk to your community. And maybe you notice something you never planned. Maybe your audience keeps asking for a specific thing. Maybe a business opportunity comes from a skill you didn't even think about. Maybe you realize people want to buy instrumental versions of your music. Maybe there's an opportunity to create a small live event. Your plan should guide you. It should not blind you. The reason I want artists to plan their year is not because I want to control every day of your life. No. It is the opposite. Planning creates room. If your releases are organized, your content has direction, and your website works, you finally have time to look around again. And give every month a checkpoint. At the end of the month, sit down, maybe for 1 hour, ask yourself, what did I finish? What is coming next? Is my next release still on schedule? Do I have the content I need? What is my community talking about? Did I spend more money than planned? Did I make any money? Are there maybe opportunities I need to follow up on? And how am I feeling? Yes. The last question. That question belongs in your business check too. How do you feel? Because if you're exhausted in March, I don't want you blindly following a plan until December. Maybe something needs to change. Your monthly checkpoint helps you adjust before small problems become actually a huge problem. And especially when it comes to your mental health. And your goals need numbers or clear results. Now I need you to look at your 12-month goals. Not something like, I want to grow. Grow what? I want more fans. How many? Where? I want to make money. From what? Your goals need to become more obvious. Like, I want to release 4 songs. I want to build a website before my first release. I want to collect 200 mail subscribers. I want to test 1 direct music offer. I want to maybe perform 5 paid shows. I want to create 1 digital product. I want to make my first 1,000 euro from creative services. These are just examples. Yeah, please create your own numbers. I'm just like giving you ideas here and make them realistic for your situation. If you currently have 20 listeners, your 12-month goal doesn't need to be a world tour. Build the next step. Sometimes we need to see progress. Goals allow you to see progress. And especially during those months when we feel like nothing is happening. And one thing you really have to also check is if you can actually afford your plan. It's so important. You have your releases, you have your content direction, you have your business ideas. It's so beautiful. But now, how much does this plan cost? Because dreams are creative. Budgets are very honest. Take every plan release. If it's a beat, the studio session, the mixing, mastering, the cover art, the distribution, the video, promotion, the traveling cost, anything connecting to it. Look at your yearly total. Can you afford it? If yes, that's beautiful. Congratulations. If no, change the plan. Not the dream. Don't change the dream. Change the plan. Maybe 4 expensive music videos become one strong video and more simple content. Maybe 6 releases become 4. Maybe you learn to create certain content yourself. Maybe you save money for 3 months before a bigger project. Maybe you find collaborations opportunities. But please don't build a 12-month plan that financially destroys you by month 4. And please stop buying things because they look professional. Yeah, I see this happening. Some producers. I need to talk to you guys over there. Before you buy another piece of equipment, ask yourself, what problem does this solve? Do I need it for the work I'm planning this year? Will it improve my production? Will it save time? Will it help me earn money? Or does it just look very nice in the studio? Just be honest. Your business plan should also include investments. Maybe this year you need a new microphone. Okay, that's fine. Put it into the plan, save for it. Maybe you need software. Maybe, again, a website. Maybe professional photos. But stop randomly buying things and then say, oh, it is for my music career. Your music career also needs you to pay your bills. And I want to finish the main part with this. A business plan is not there to turn you into a machine. A content plan is not there to make you post every day until you hate your phone. A release calendar is not there to pressure you. These systems should protect your creativity, because when the organization is outside of your head, you have more room inside your head. You know what is coming. You know what you need. You know roughly what it costs. And now you can create. You can talk to people. You can watch your community. You can react when something beautiful happens. And actually, that for me is the purpose of planning. I really want you to look at your next 12 months as one connected picture. Not 12 months of waking up and asking, what am I doing now? Use your first month to build a plan. Organize your music. Choose your releases. Build your simple business plan. Check your website if you have one. Plan your content direction. Create your yearly pillars. Look at your cost. And then use the rest of the year to work with that plan. And every month, check in. Look at your music, your content, definitely your community, your business, your money. And please look at yourself. Ask yourself if you are okay, if you are fine. Don't forget this in this beautiful journey of being in the music industry, but ask yourself that question. And please adjust when you need it. Leave space for concerts, leave space for opportunities, leave space for conversations, and really leave space for new ideas. You are a creative person. I know the ideas, they are there, they will come. Even in the middle of the night, you wake up in the middle of the night, all of a sudden, your mind is running. But now you have a foundation to decide, does this new idea fit what I'm building, or is it simply another beautiful distraction? And always remember, every information I'm giving here is just simply information. And you can freely give me some feedback on it, and maybe it helps you in organizing yourself a bit better. Write things down and see what works for you. Maybe it gives you another way of seeing things, another direction you can go, and maybe even just another idea you can come up with. Sometimes one small idea can turn into something that really helps you on your journey. So thank you again for spending this beautiful time with me. Thank you always, always for the beautiful inspiration, the beautiful conversations. I'm always, always happy to hear your feedback. I keep on saying this and we'll keep on repeating this. Feedback is the most beautiful thing. If you have any questions, ideas, feedback, whatever you want to talk about, let me know. In the show notes, you can find my website. You can reach out to me anytime. And I'm looking forward to seeing, hearing, or reading from you. I'm looking forward to hear how you plan your year. Give yourself a direction, but always leave a little room for something beautiful you didn't see coming. Much, much love. Sunny.
Music and everything in between with Sunny.